and I'm going to take you through this. It won't take long. Just stay present with me. Eyes closed. Come on. We are divine beings. We are gods in the flesh. We are the creators of destiny. That's who we are. Now, can you become aware of the space between your eyes in space? And can you sense the volume of space between your eyes in space? And now, can you become aware of the space that your nostrils occupy in space? And can you sense the volume of space that the inside of your nose occupies in space? And now, can you become aware of the space between your ears in space? And can you sense the volume of space between your ears in space? And now, can you sense the energy of space around your ears in space? And can you feel the volume of space beyond your ears? In space. And now, can you rest your awareness in the space between your tongue and the back of your throat? In space. And can you feel the volume of space that the back of your throat occupies? In space. And now, can you become aware of the space around your neck? In space. And can you feel the energy of space beyond your neck? In space. And now, can you rest your awareness in the space between your breastbone and your heart? In space. And can you feel the energy of space around your heart? In space. And now, can you sense the space beyond your spine, in space, and can you feel the energy of space beyond your spine, in space, and now can you sense the space beyond your shoulders, in space, and can you feel the energy of space around your shoulders, in space? And now, can you become aware of the space beyond your palms, in space? And can you feel the energy of space around your hands, in space? And can you become aware of the space around your hips, in space? And can you feel the volume of space beyond your hips, in space? And can you become aware of the space between your knees in space? And can you sense the volume of space between your knees in space? And now, can you become aware of the space around your ankles in space? And can you feel the energy of space beyond your ankles in space? And now, can you sense the space above your head in space? And can you feel the volume of space above your head in space? And now, can you sense the space that this entire room occupies in space? And can you feel the volume of space that this entire room is in all of space?
right, guys. I know that's the most we've done in terms of meditating. I think that's our new record right there. I know in the messages I mentioned 18 minutes. I know I mentioned 15 minutes before as well. But I just want you guys to know we did a full meditation for about. Give me one sec. We did a full meditation for about 21 minutes. Have any of you ever meditated for that long? 21 minutes. I think that's my personal record too, either 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible feeling. Alright, guys. Alright. Let's dive into the charts. I know some of you were missing me yesterday because I did not do the stream. I know. Yeah, so yesterday I was at an last minute event. So let me just quick story. Me and my wife wanted to go to this Limitless Arena event here in Utah, and a bunch of really cool guests were there. I mean, Alex Morton was the main person that I wanted to see, but there was incredible individuals there last night, and even Stevie Aoki came and did like a whole little after party. It was actually really, really cool. It's an actually really, really cool experience. Cody Sanchez. I mean, it's just I can't describe it. But there's just a lot of really, really cool individuals. Really, really well-known speakers. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Cody Sanchez. That's another individual that I was dying to see yesterday. Alex Morton is the whole reason I wanted to become a public speaker. So, seeing him in person was just a blessing. And so yesterday, I mean, this was super random. So this Limitless Arena had two websites. And it had two websites to buy your tickets, both different prices and in both different ways. One, you can just buy it directly. The other one, you had to register for it and they'd call you, right? So really, really weird way to do the event or to sell the tickets. So it kind of gave me like scam vibes because one website was one price and the other registration website was another price. So I was just like, like, I don't know how I feel about that. And so for the longest time, me and my lady were not gonna go. You know what I mean? We were nope up until I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday, 2 days ago. Friday, we get an email in the morning, saying that they were gonna have pre-registrations, that they had a sale on the tickets, that for two people that they were, we registered for that thing, and that guy called us back and he's like, for two people we're doing $400. I was like, what? No way. That's like, like 20-30% off. So I was like, all right, let's go. I mean, even if this is a scam or whatever, it's only going to be $400. So I was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's risk it for a biscuit. We buy it. We get an address to go pre-register, and yeah, it was legit. It was legit. Super scam vibes at first. It was super sus, but I think that they planned this whole event like less than 6 months ago. So it took 6 months to put this whole thing together, and it usually takes over a year to put an event that size together. So once I heard the explanation yesterday as to why everything was kind of more disorganized, it made a lot of sense why they did things the way that they did, So it was actually a really, really cool experience. It was so cool. I feel very recharged, and so it was an all-day event. There was like I don't know how many speakers. I think there was like 20 speakers. They each had like, some of them had 30 minutes, some of them had 40 minutes. Some of them shared the stage. There was so many speakers. It was crazy. And it went from 7 a.m. till about like 10:30 at night, almost 11. Really, really cool experience. Really cool experience. If you guys haven't ever gone to one of those in-person events, I highly encourage you, like, research them, look them up, see, even if it's not in your niche. Like a lot of the people that were speaking yesterday was all about marketing and real estate. I don't I mean, I guess I want to get into a little bit of marketing. I want to know what I'm doing in that field, but for my business. But in terms of like real estate, I don't have any means of, diving into real estate right now. And just the energy and the gems and the value provided was so huge. And it might have been even bigger because I truly, when it came to like the real estate side of things, I had zero expectations. Zero. Because I really wasn't really into real estate. But after yesterday, I'm like, damn, like, and I want to plan a whole real estate journey. And yeah, it's just, I don't, I wouldn't say you have to find an event in your niche, but find successful people and surround yourself with them. Okay, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. I saw a lot of people yesterday that were photographers, videographers, creators, fitness coaches, online coaches. I mean, you guys name it, real estate, whatever. I mean, there was a 22-year-old yesterday. There was a 22-year-old yesterday. I don't know who Melon Dip is, but what's up, bro? What's up? There was a 22-year-old yesterday that had closed on 62 deals about so far this year in contracts for buying homes, for acquiring properties. 62 deals without a real estate license or anything like that. So just seeing these real individuals with real results, right? Cody Sanchez acquiring small businesses, and then all of these individuals teaching you how to just avoid banks. You know what I mean? Avoid bank loans, avoid, having to deal with interest, deal with credit. It's astonishing how much your mind and perspective of the world can change just by meeting these few individuals and surrounding yourself. Bro, there was people over there from Canada, there was people from all over the world coming together just to see these speakers. It was an incredible feeling. There were so many entrepreneurs. If you guys ever get an opportunity, if there's ever an event close to you, if it has nothing to do with your niche, show up, guys. Show up. The value is much more than how to make money. The value is just much more. It's much more beyond finance. Okay, there's a lot of ways to make money, but you know what I mean? Like, just embodying that energy, that, I don't know, it made me feel like I'm just not working enough, for sure. So I want to start with this. There was an individual yesterday that really changed my perspective on how I'm doing things personally here with Inner Wealth. I'm going to tell you guys her name. I don't want to say it incorrectly. Jen, I know it's Jen Gottlieb. Man, she's, forgive me if I say it incorrectly. Jen Gottlieb, and she's a keynote speaker, and she was speaking about getting your reps in every day. She has over almost 500,000 followers on Instagram, and I mean, honestly, she was a great speaker, great energy. I really admired the way that she presented herself, her story, her background. Everything was really fucking cool. But she was talking to all the creators, all the content creators, all the streamers, all the people that want to be self-brand, right? And I'm speaking to all of you now. Put in your reps. That's what she taught me. Put your reps in every day, because even as a professional, she's still taking beginner steps. And so, I'm always like saying that, I don't want to teach all the time. I don't want to teach for the rest of my life. But I want to be an influencer and all this stuff. So it was very contradicting, because I felt like my part of the journey, I don't know. I just really shouldn't be teaching, is how I felt. I shouldn't have to devote so much time into teaching, and I should just record and create a course and then just do that. I used to tell myself that a lot, and it was a very difficult conversations that I used to have with myself quite frequently. And so honestly, when she said that, I was like, wow, you know what? I know that this started as a 30-day challenge, but I don't think I've ever been more disciplined in the mornings. I don't think I've ever been happier in my mornings. I don't think I've ever had this much energy after streams, after for so many days consecutively. I don't think I felt so good as I felt doing this 30-day challenge. So, with that, guys, we're gonna go beyond the 30 days. Okay, we're gonna continue doing live streams. I'm gonna send out a schedule for you for by the end of my 30-day stream on Wednesday, the 27th. On the last day of the 30-day stream, I'm gonna share with you guys the new schedule for the live streams, because my normal schedule is going live 3 times a week and that's it. But I believe that getting my reps in every day is going to be a huge blessing, and it's going to be something that I want to continue doing. I want to continue putting in my reps in every single day. So guys, I will share with you guys my new schedule on Wednesday, so that way you guys can see. I'm going to add more calls to the week. I'm going to be here with you guys more. I'm going to change the times that I go live because it's really later on in the day, and so I'm going to back everything down. I'm going to keep everything 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm going to get on live with you guys every single day of the week, for at least an hour. That's my goal. That's my goal, guys. For at least an hour every single day of the week. Okay, I want to get on with you guys from 9 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, at least from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every single day. I want to get on with you guys because it's helped me stay accountable. It's helped me push myself. And I'm honestly, like I was telling my wife yesterday, like I honestly have not been so happy as I have here sharing this time and space with you guys. So let's continue to run it up, guys. Let's continue to push it. And yeah, guys, I mean, just show up. That's all you got to do. Show up for yourself. Right? Show up for yourself, because one day when everybody else quits, everybody that was there with you quits, and you're still going, you're really gonna be the one, the defining moment for someone else, right? And you need to understand that your motivation, your everything, the things that you do every day push the people around you more than you can imagine. Okay, so yeah, appreciate you as well. All right, so let's dive into the charts, guys. Let's dive into the charts. Cool. So in terms of DXY, I mean, you guys look at our weekly objective. Okay, just look at how, if you guys didn't hop on the session last week on Monday, but on Monday, you know, we were about somewhere here. Oh, actually, on Monday, we were about, nope, I need to cut that one out. We were about right here. Okay. And on a monthly perspective, I wanted to hit this high, the one that's highlighted out, 105.9, or yeah, 105.900 basically. But on a weekly perspective, I really wanted to see the low end of this monthly gap right here. And we did in fact get to that gap, as you guys can see right there. We got into that gap this week, actually. And I know it's just beautiful price action. I remain pretty bullish. I want to see these highs get traded into, and maybe then I will start looking for some shorts again on the dollar. But for now, I'm pretty bullish, and I will remain bullish. So let's see, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 consecutive bullish up close weeks on the US dollar. 10 consecutive up closed weeks. Wow, beautiful. I'm gonna pull out my journal just to reference back to it. I don't want to say something that I didn't actually call out, so let me pull out my journal real quick. Sorry, the screen's gonna look a little messed up for a second. Okay, again, I just want to pull up my journal so that way I'm giving you guys the references that I originally called out at the beginning of the week. Okay. So let's go through the daily. This was actually a very difficult week for me because I Was just anticipating more longs, and price actually just kept doing this back and forth stuff for, I mean, almost all week. I mean, this was not a very eventful week in terms of volume, but check this out. Monday opens. Okay, and my objective for Monday was to get back up to these highs. Okay, getting back up to these highs. Now, Monday was the day that I got stopped out, I believe, on a, I think, short position somewhere. Okay, and Monday, yep, Monday, was it Monday? I don't think so, actually. Now that I'm like thinking about it, it was not Monday. Let's go over here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Yeah, no, Monday I didn't click clap. I don't think I even took a trade on Monday. Maybe we might have. We took a trade. I think it was NASDAQ. It was NASDAQ longs. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay. So on the dollar, we were climbing higher. But notice when we did this, when we took out London's high, we started getting some slight distribution. Now, it's not just like any distribution that you're going to see that you're going to just look for a reversal. It's the timing as well. Look at when the reversal started taking place, or when we took out that liquidity. Okay, let's highlight this whole window right here from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's a pretty decent sized trading window. Okay, but study this window, guys. Study this window. Check it out. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So 9 all the way through 11. So those 2 hours. Okay, all through 10. Those 2 hours tend to create a lot of movement in the market. Okay, let's let's see here. Okay, so that way you guys have an idea as well. So over here, we're gonna put this guy also at 9 to 10 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. or 9:30. Okay, right there. You guys can see this window. Okay, boom, boom. I'm gonna start marking it out like that. Okay, you guys can see the window. The move for the day really started throughout this push down, right? Throughout this window. Same over here, 9 a.m. to 10, to all through 10, all the way to 11. Those 2 hour windows. Okay, setting up a pretty decent sized move for the day. What time do we trade? Right, if there's news around 9:30 through 10 all the way to 11 a.m. That's our trading window, right? If there's news, it's from 9:30 to 11. If there's no news, it's from 10 to 11. But you guys can see the concept overall of where price action may go, right? Is given a pretty good context is given throughout 9 a.m. Boom. All right, this one started a little bit earlier. I think there was news this day through to 11. Okay, this one started a little bit earlier. I believe this day we had news at 8:30. So this one, of course, started a little bit earlier due to news. But still, the overall concept is there. Okay, so when we were here on Monday, of course, I was just looking for some more longs. But we ended up taking out London's high and just melting down to previous daily low. Now, of course, right here. Okay. Right about here, I'm thinking, okay, we took out previous daily low. The day's about over, so I didn't do anything else that day. Just in case. Show you guys. That's the ending of the day right there. Okay. But on the daily, let's go on the 4 hour here. On the daily, you guys can see right here, we traded into this imbalance. Okay, we had traded into this imbalance here. You guys can see that on my daily indicator here on the right. We take out London's high and trade right down to another level of liquidity. Okay, we came into this previous area of accumulation. And then Tuesday, right about the time we were looking for trades, it was about right here. Okay, so Tuesday, I'm long on dollar. Okay, on Tuesday, I'm long on dollar. And you guys can start seeing this price action here just accumulating, right? So on Tuesday, we're long on dollar, aiming for this Asian high minimum. Okay, and you guys can see how we end up just avoiding that whole day. But the next day, Asian high creates a double top, takes it out, and again melts to the downside. Now it is Wednesday. Okay, it is about 2 hours or an hour before FOMC, or 2 hours. Okay, and we're just trading down low, and that's FOMC right there. First impact. No, yeah, that is the entire impact of FOMC, both the 2 p.m. and 2:30. Okay, and I really just wanted to go over FOMC plays because they were so clean. My number one FOMC play that I'm gonna go over, and Matthew shared this live, beautiful. I'm gonna go over both of them, I guess. So I'm gonna go over NASDAQ longs and Dow shorts, and then I'm gonna go over Friday, and we're gonna call it a session there. Okay, I'm not gonna overwhelm you guys with too much information because there is really good information that's coming today. Really good information. I want you guys to retain it. But now that I have you guys' attention, I just want you guys to know I really appreciate this community, and I'm going to be giving away every day this week. I'm going to be giving away a 1 hour or a 1 hour, 1 or 2 1-hour sessions with myself. Okay, the requirements are going to be pretty easy. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel. That's it. Be subscribed to the channel and to the YouTube channel, and then that's it, guys. Just send me a screenshot of it and that you were on the live sessions. So 1, be subscribed to the channel. 2, you have to be in the live session. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys this entire call, okay, to do this or I guess give me the answer to what I'm about to ask you. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so I heard this quote yesterday. Okay, I heard this quote yesterday, and it's pretty well known. Okay, and it woke me up. It woke me up because I as a content creator, as a somebody that's branding themselves in the beginning stages of branding themselves and building up this industry, or my industry, I took this comment to heart. Okay, and the comment was, and you guys just finish this quote. Okay, all you have to do is finish the quote. Okay, and the quote is, if you don't do it, blank. Finish the quote. Okay, it's two words. 2 words. If you don't do it, all right, and the first person that gives me the answer is gonna get this free one-on-one. The first person that gets the answer is gonna get the free 1 hour one-on-one. As long as you get you can answer it in the comments because you are subscribed to the channel. There you go. If you don't do it, blank. Okay, it's 2 words. It's 2 words. All right. So if whoever fills out the blank first and gets the answer correctly, answers it on the comment, you guys will receive a free 1 hour session with myself. Okay. So I'll get back to that. I'll let you guys figure that one out. No, close. No, yeah, it's you were really close, Zach. I'll tell you that. You were really close. You guys are close. The second word is correct. The first word, there it is. There it is. Oh, damn. It's 3 words, huh? Damn. You're done. If you don't, you're done. No, I totally messed that up. It was 3 words. Yeah. Ariane, thank you so much. If you don't do it, someone else will. Man, I suck. I totally like tricked you guys on that. Yeah. If you don't do it, know that someone else will. Okay? If you don't do it, know that someone else will. Alexis has won a couple of my giveaways already. Alexis, hit me up, bro. Yeah, you got another free hour one-on-one, bro. Just hit me up. We'll book. I'll get you set up with that session, bro. Again, sorry guys. It wasn't 2 words. It was 3. It's 3. So that was my bad. I'll give you guys more chances this week, and I'll do it correctly. Okay, I'll give you guys a lot more chances this week, way more chances. Okay, and for sure tomorrow, tune in. I'll do another one. It's gonna be this easy. All of you are already subscribed. All of you always tune in, and all of you are very smart. So I know that you guys will get it. But yeah, Alexis, just hit me up, brother. You just won that giveaway. We'll set each other up with a 1-hour session. All right. And again, guys, that doesn't mean that you lost or anything, because tomorrow I am going to continue to give out these 1-hour sessions. It's going to be that easy. Okay. So make sure that you're tuning in. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, so that way you can comment. If you're tuning in and you can't comment, because you can't subscribe because you don't have a Google account, all I got to tell you guys, it's 2023. It's 2023. You're gonna need a Google account. I'm just saying, it's 2023. Don't be so skeptical about them tracking your movement, your search, and all this stuff, bro. Get a ad blocker, get some blockers going, go incognito, whatever. And yeah, so yeah, all good. But anyways, still guys, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm glad that popped up to your head, Ralph. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it was 3 words. Sorry about that. Yep. Yeah, totally. I'm glad that Alexis didn't listen to me and put 3 words, because yeah, it was 3 words. Tomorrow will be another one. Okay, and maybe you guys will be prepared. I'll prepare you guys for tomorrow's. Okay, how about that? I'll prepare you guys for tomorrow, so when I do ask it, you guys are ready. The ones for today, who are here today. Okay, and the quote is, don't be afraid of the dark times, because that's where blank. 1, 2, 3, 4 words. That's where, yep. That's 5 words. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the quote for tomorrow. So I'm giving you guys, because I messed up earlier, I'm giving you guys a sneak peek for tomorrow's quote. Please don't ruin. I mean, you guys can answer it right now. I don't really care. I'm still the giveaway is gonna be tomorrow, so you're gonna have to answer it tomorrow anyways. You guys can answer it right now if you want to help each other out. Cool. But yeah, the giveaway is going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be with that quote right there. Okay, don't be afraid of dark times, because that's where blank. Okay, that's where blank. And it's going to be, I believe it's 5 words. It's a little bit longer, but there's going to be so many people tomorrow that I believe it's going to help a lot. So all right, guys. All right. So let's dive in. Let's get back into the charts. So let's go into NASDAQ longs for FOMC. Okay. So FOMC, I mean, this is your typical FOMC type of beginning of the week. Okay. What's good, Rich? What's good, brother? The boy Rich right there, man. That's the legend. That's the legend right there. He's one of the main reasons why I'm still here today and I never gave up on my journey. Definitely huge. One of my there's I can only say that I have like a couple pillars in my life when it comes into trading, and Richard is one of them. One of the pillars as to why I'm here today with you guys sharing this time and space, because there's so many fucking times where I wanted to give up. Richard helped me through the darkest, most brokest time of my life. I mean, I had nothing. I had no job. I had no income. I had nothing, man. And Richard was there throughout those times. Despite him making 6+ figures, he was still, helping me out, but taking the time out of his day and his sessions. And we would hop on calls. We would stay up hella late at night, blow hella money, and then wake up early and then make it all back. And man, it was so cool. But yeah, Richard's definitely one of the pillars of my trading. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you. So so this is like your typical FOMC week. Okay, this is just kind of like the buildup of opinions. That doesn't mean that there ain't moves, because there was a beautiful move on indices. I believe the short here across the board, we avoided all of them. Yep. Okay, so there was a nice shorting opportunity on NASDAQ on Tuesday. I personally was not in the shorts on Tuesday. I think that they just shorted and continued to short. The move was clean in terms of like order flow. So if we're talking just order flow, I mean, we took out Asian high, right? We come into Asian high and just build up some more double tops, right? Like build up this top here, we add another top here. And so we take out Asian liquidity while creating some more liquidity, push to the downside. Really, the opening price was right here, and I personally did not participate in any of these moves right here. Okay, so it was a nice shorting opportunity. But then you have FOMC. Okay, then you have FOMC, and FOMC day, we were on NASDAQ. I believe this is Wednesday. Yep. We were looking at NASDAQ, guys, and it was about the first push of FOMC. Let's see. Let's go back to it. It was around 2. Yep. It was around right here. So I took some NASDAQ longs. I believe we took some. Man, was it FOMC day? I swear it shot up way harder than this. I don't remember. Yeah, it was this actually. It was all of this. In all of this, we ended up taking a long precision. I remember mentioning this imbalance here, and there was 2 assets that I liked a lot in this point, and it was one NASDAQ and then the other one S&P. Okay, NASDAQ, in terms of the longs, it's rare to see me take a trade before the 230. Okay, so what I did here is take a lot lower risk trade, given that 230 was just around the corner. And I mean, I took a very low risk trade, and then we went break even after this imbalance here was created. So I did go break even. Price action was coming back. I mean, I don't move my stop loss. Once I move it once, I just leave it. But you guys can see here the way that we come up to this top. And I was personally aiming for those imbalances up there, right? That daily insufficiency to the left. Monday's high, you could say. I was aiming for Monday's high, and so I barely took anything off right here. But the risk to reward was very nice. Risk to reward was very clean. I mean, we took it out of this imbalance, stop loss below the low of the imbalance to this high. It's a nice like almost 3% out of that trade. Okay, it was very clean. And the reason that I ended up taking so much off at this high was mainly, one, because I took it before 2:30, and then two, because Matthew on Dow had a similar bias for the shorts out of Monday's high. Okay, and so if you go to Dow, we go to Dow and bring up Dow and NASDAQ. Okay, we're gonna bring up Dow and NAS. Okay, you can see here we go long. It's all good. It ends up, it ends up coming right back and hits me out at break even. All good. But look at this. Okay, NASDAQ and Dow Jones divergence. This was the cleanest play of the week and probably of the whole entire month. I shit you guys not. This was probably one of the cleanest plays I've seen. Okay, Dow takes Monday's high, NASDAQ fails to. Okay, Dow takes Monday's high, NASDAQ fails to. So I'm long in NASDAQ. Okay, I'm at break even. I've took some partials, and because Dow took the high, I was just like, okay, bearish divergence is at play. Bearish divergence is at play. And maybe I need to give better clues for the giveaway. Because none of those answers are it. But good try. So we got this bearish divergence. Remember, this is like the easiest way to identify liquidity, is looking at previous daily highs, previous daily lows, and seeing if that's, or looking at Asian highs, Asian lows, and looking at what session or what high got taken out, which asset didn't take out those lows or that liquidity. Okay, and you guys can see here on Dow, okay, the longs were really nice pre FOMC, I guess, that 2 p.m. strike. Okay, and then after we take out Monday's high, we can go on the 15-minute here, and Matthew mentioned this top imbalance here, this previous area of distribution, and this imbalance here. Okay, price action comes back at 2:30. Right at 2:30, and dumps, just fucking dumps, like never comes back again. Okay, just extreme free fall, and takes out previous weekly low. I mean, it takes out all of my objectives for the week, all of them. My objective for the week, I think I actually got taken out prematurely. No, my objective for the week was this low over here. So yeah, no, I mean, we took out all of my objectives. All of my objectives. My objective for Dow, I'll actually just read it out to you guys. My objective for Dow price was 34,648. 34,648. Yeah, it was that initial. Was it? Yeah, it was that initial low of the week. It got taken out super fast. Right? So 648. Yeah. And I believe I did not hit or set another one. Yeah, I believe I didn't set another one. Let me see. Yeah, it's just that they got super tapped into. And so once we rejected away from it, this is something that I honestly love doing. And sometimes most people, what they'll do is they'll set a weekly objective. They'll set a weekly objective, and then when it gets hit, they'll just go on to another objective. Okay, but when I saw this strong rejection out of the previous weekly low, the reason I did not add another weekly objective was because we were pretty far away from it by the time I got or sat down the next day. And so when we were pretty far away from it, I'm thinking, okay, I'm still short from this imbalance, so I'm going to aim for the exact same low. So the same weekly objective got hit twice. So that's a kind of an approach that I take when price action is hit my objective, but it's still pretty decently far away from it, and I believe that it's gonna continue in that same direction. Okay, if I believe that it's gonna continue in the same direction and I have a pretty good distance away from it, I'm gonna aim for that same price level again. Okay. You guys want the answer to that? Okay. Because I see a couple of tries and they're not that close. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Don't be afraid of the dark, because that's where you will shine the brightest. Pretty simple. Okay. A lot of people are afraid of dark times. A lot of people are afraid of their lowest moments. But honestly, it wasn't till I hit my lowest moments that I started to shine my brightest. It's true. It wasn't until I lost everything that I started to shine my brightest. So it's about turning your adversity into your advantage, because you're gonna go through shit. Everybody goes through things. That's what you guys gotta understand. Something that I learned yesterday is like everyone goes through everything. Like everyone goes through stuff. So anyways, when I ask that quote tomorrow, you guys will have the answer. So whoever drops the answer first is gonna get that one-on-one tomorrow. Okay. Whoever gets that answer correct first will get that one-on-one tomorrow. Okay. You guys got the answer now. We'll see who gets it tomorrow. But yeah, when you're in your deepest, darkest times, that's when you'll shine the brightest. It's crazy, but men tend to be their most their most creative when they've lost it all. Isn't that crazy? We tend to be the most creative self when we have nothing else to lose. So don't be afraid of your darkest times, because that's where you will shine the brightest. Okay? So that one's going to be the giveaway for tomorrow. So you guys got a sneak peek on that. All right. So again, Dow and NASDAQ having that bearish divergence. Dow, we go long on NASDAQ. So I go long on NASDAQ. Let's go back to NAS. I'm long on NASDAQ. And then when NASDAQ takes these highs and trades back into this imbalance, it doesn't take the high, but it trades back into the imbalance. Okay. That right there was super clean and just aiming down to this low previous daily high. But for me, I was like, okay, if we have all that liquidity left over, I can see that NASDAQ may, not that it should, but may potentially continue to go. So I left my NASDAQ long. I left my NASDAQ long, and then I'm coming over here and I'm looking. Okay, I'm scanning. We sweep previous hourly high. So we take previous hourly high, trade into this imbalance. Dow takes Monday's high, right? Trades back into that 15-minute imbalance, right? And so now you have that bearish divergence, and you have NASDAQ taking some intraday liquidity. So NASDAQ here. Do you guys remember what a mitigation candle is, or a mitigation block is? Can you guys describe a mitigation block? Drop it in the chat for me. Can you describe a mitigation block? We can give it a second, no worries. A mitigation block. So, a mitigation block, for those of you who may not know, just a simple description for it, okay? A simple description for it. A mitigation block is a candle that failed to create or continue structure. It is a or consecutive candles, doesn't matter. You guys know order blocks. They can be 1, 2 consecutive ones, or just one. It is a candle or a block, order block, that fails to continue structure. So if we're bullish, a mitigation block is the failure to create a new high. So this whole area right here, right, that started that failure to create a new high and then shifted market structure lower. That's a shifting structure right here. Didn't break, but shifted market structure lower. That right there is called a mitigation block. Okay, that is a bearish mitigation block. Vice versa for the bearish side. Okay, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we get a lower high, and then not a lower low. So that failure to create a new lower low was the bullish signs, and this last push up before that failure is your mitigation block that it will essentially, or in theory, come back to. Okay. So drop some sevens if that makes sense. Drop some sevens if that makes sense. I want to make sure that makes sense before I move on. I don't know what SMT is. Smart money. Every time I ask, every time I say I don't know what something means, then I end up like saying it. What's SMT? Smart money. I don't know. SMT. Interesting. There's so many abbreviations out there. But yeah, Ralph, if that fits the description of an SMT, then yeah, it is, you know. I mean, there's just so many names for it. Somebody calls it Iffy calls it a remorse candle. I don't know if you smart money trap. Yeah. If that's what it's called, then yeah, I mean that Iffy, like for example, V for Valentino, he calls it a remorse candle. Right? Yes, ICT, that's where I learned it, is ICT. This is in my concept. This is 100% ICT's concepts. Yeah, that is the failure to make a new low. Yep. Fails to make a new low. Yep. So this one's a bearish one. So a bearish one fails to create a new high. So you guys can follow the structure here. We break right down here. We create a new high. Right? The low, higher high, another low, higher high, another low, higher high. And then we get this failure, a lower high. Okay? I mean a higher low. And then we get a lower high. A failure to create a new high. And then not only that, because, I mean, we had failures to create new highs all down here. But we shift market structure lower. Okay, so after we take out the low, okay, after we take out the low, we go with the down close candle. You guys can see that right here, that mitigation block. That mitigation block right there, right? We trade below it, we come back into it, and then just continue to trade down. And you guys can see this imbalance here as well. There's a couple of ways that you could have played it. Now, you guys know that I like accuracy, that I like to have tight stop losses and all that stuff. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. My stop loss would have first been above this imbalance. Okay. And I know that Matthew was the one sharing the screen, so you guys probably didn't see this, but I need to tell you that I got stopped out right there. Okay, so I'm still long down here. Still understand, I'm still long down here. Okay, I'm long from this breaker. I'm long from this imbalance. I'm long in that area. Okay, I'm partialed out, and I'm still in the long. So then the short stops me out, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna go long. Okay, I'm like thinking again, it's gonna go long, and then price action rejects down, trades down below it, and so with these last few taps into the imbalance was my entry. So in the area, sometimes it just because you guys stopped out doesn't make you wrong. Type that up for me or write it down for me, for you guys. Just because you get stopped out doesn't make the area wrong or incorrect. Okay? Just because you get stopped out doesn't make an area incorrect. And so this is the way that I took this trade. I ended up retaking it the exact same way, the exact same amount of risk, the exact same stop loss, and then I just aimed for a 103, 104, I guess. And over here, I came for my own stop loss. I mean, I stopped myself out, basically. So I was break even. We dropped, stopped myself out. I was in on both. I closed it at these lows, and then I just kind of like look away for a couple. I think I looked away for a couple, maybe like an hour or two, and then we were just melting. I mean, guys, when I'm telling you, like, sometimes you feel like you kicked yourself in the balls. Like, that was the biggest one that I've done in a while. All right, I definitely kicked myself in the balls after this one because it just dumped. But hey, I was really happy and grateful because I'm new to trading news. When I say new, I've been trading them all year, not successfully, but I've been trading them all year actively with you guys and live with you guys and learning with you guys all here. So I'm really proud when I have a successful FOMC day because I know that's the first of many. Because I know that, oh, okay, this time I took a 104, but next time maybe I could take it all the way to my next higher time frame objective, right? And that's a 106.5, right? Or maybe I can take it all the way to what I feel like, and that's a 110. But at first, you guys will remember this day, right? Because I know I will remember my 104 FOMC days. I will remember my 104 FOMC days, right? So I ended up actually just catching the first one. It was like 1%. Then and then that one broke me even, right, on the long. And then the short, I risked 0.5% and I lost some of that full percent that I gained here. And so I'm only like up for this day at this point 0.5%. And I'm either gonna have a break-even day, or I'm gonna have a 0.5% win day. So I just made up my mind. I was like, you know what? I'd rather not have a 0.5% winning day. I'd rather risk that 0.5% again. And if I break even for the day, 0.5% is basically fucking break even anyway. So I was just like, all right, let's do it. Take the next trade. Hits take profit. Risk 0.5%. Gain 2. End up with 2.5 for FOMC. That was my day. I mean, I'm not looking for crazy risk to reward. Nothing crazy. I'm just looking for a successful day. That's it. I want to have a successful day. And what does a successful day look like to me? It looks like the day that I followed my plan, the day that I don't overtrade, that I waited for my areas, and that I trusted myself. Did I trust myself today? Right? Did I trust myself today? That's a successful day for me. So yes, I did trust myself. The analysis, I should have trusted it even more. Honestly, like I just didn't look at the bigger picture for some reason. I was very like, I don't know how to call it. Like I was just not looking that far down for some reason. Even though my weekly objective was all the way down there. My weekly objective on NASDAQ was, let's go, I'll read it to you guys. Okay, my weekly objective on NASDAQ was 15,185. 15,185. So I'm guessing this low right here. Yep. That was my weekly my objective for that day. It went right to and through it. But honestly, Dow was the move. You know, I whoever's in Dows, whoever's in these shorts, I mean, just keep living. Keep living for sure. So let's go through the Friday setup. The Friday setup is something that I learned from ICT. I guess it's like utilizing his teachings but not really taking the trade. Because I was short for the day. No matter what, the bias was short. No matter how you sliced it on Friday, my bias was completely short for the day. Okay? But there was a really cool way that you could have took advantage of those shorts or the longs. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay? This is ICT's, not mine. This is ICT's TGIF trade. Okay? I'm going to show you guys how I would have personally used this TGIF model to serve me on the shorts. Now, this TGIF, if it's a bearish week, the setup is long. If it's a bullish week, the setup is short. Okay? So that may sound confusing, but I'll show you guys what I mean. So up until Friday, you're going to cut the session. So up until Friday, you measure your entire week's range. So Monday's up here. Thursday, Friday down here. Measure the entire week's range. Not your weekly range, wherever the hell you think your weekly range is. But that current entire week's range. Okay? Then on your fib, you're going to go and turn on your 0.30, 0.20. Okay? 20 to 30%. The theory is that if by Friday morning you wake up and price action is slightly retracing here, okay, the theory is that price action will pull back, will make a 20 to 30% retracement on the entire week's range. The theory is that price action will make a 20 to 30% retracement on the entire week's range. Okay? Now, how am I going to use this for my short if this is for a long setup? Okay, so I'll show you guys here. So on Friday, price action was going long. Yeah, really nice. Everything's really beautiful, right? Price action was going long. But on Fridays, if Friday is retracing already, started, and I open the charts, it's already in a retracement phase, that's where I'm like, okay, we're going to have TGIF. Now, if price action was just down here, you can't measure a range unless a retracement started. Please write that down. You cannot, please don't send me a fucking picture of a range that's currently printing downwards and you're trying to fucking measure it, because that range is not them yet. The only reason that we're able, this criteria right here has to be met. The only reason that we're able to take this TGIF setup is because price action was already in a retracement, meaning it was already in a weekly retracement. That has to be, if you're bearish, Friday is retracing upwards. If you're bullish for the week, or the whole week is bullish, not that you're bullish, but the entire week is up until Friday morning is bullish, then your TGIF setup has to be bearish. The retracement has to be bearish. If those conditions are not met, you do not have a TGIF. All right? Letting you guys know that right now. You don't have the setup. It's not it. Please don't try to just do this every single fucking Friday, because it doesn't work. You guys can learn from previous Friday. Okay? Try to do that previous Friday and you will get rocked. I mean, that one just rocked everything. Okay? Try to do that every single Friday and it will rock you. All right? So just letting you guys know. This criteria has to be met. Now, if price action has already retraced beyond that 30%, you don't have a TGIF setup, okay? So, how can we take advantage of the longs? So we did have 8:30 or some 9 a.m. news at like 9:30 a.m. I think it was, right? Anyways, price action moving upwards. You guys can see these accumulations. You guys can see how price action is just moving upwards, and then boom, the opening price. What does the opening price do? Or was it 1 hour? Okay, 1 hour. What does the opening price do? Taps down. Okay, comes all the way down. Do we take out the low? Nope. Do we accumulate out of this previous area of accumulation? Yep. Take out some slight internal liquidity? Yep. Do we take out intraday liquidity? No. There's no setup for me there. Okay, even though the accumulation was nice, everything was nice, there was no intraday liquidity taken from me. Or was there? Let's go see. I guess there was slightly. I was looking for that one. Guess there was some intraday liquidity. Boom. Intraday liquidity is 1 hour liquidity or higher. Okay, we take out some intraday liquidity. We accumulate on the 5 minute. And I believe it was... what imbalance did I end up marking out? Oh, I didn't see an imbalance, so we don't end up taking it. And so at this point, we're looking for NASDAQ longs. And NASDAQ was just longing way too hard. And so, again, price action ends up longing. And look where it longs to. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Look where we long to. Now, I'm short for the day. That's what I want to see. I'm short. This is the 4 hour range. Look at that. From that high to this low. Previous 4 hour area of distribution. We traded right into that. Lines up right between 20 to 30%. Okay? Right between 20 to 30%. So I'm short for the day. So I'm waiting for TGIF to be done. Hit about 20 to 30%. And then, guess what? I'm going to wait for intraday liquidity to get taken. Okay, then let's go to the 15 minute. We're going to wait for TGIF to be done. Okay, we hit 20 to 30%. We trade into a previous area of distribution. We distribute on the 15 minute. Guys, I mean, if this setup isn't clean, I don't know what is. Then you have all of this liquidity that we built up prematurely before the session starts. So now, we may not have participated in the TGIF, but we utilized TGIF as a reference to see when the longs would stop and to support our short bias. Drop some sevens in the chat. That makes sense, guys. Drop some sevens in the chat. I want to see if this is making sense for you guys. How do you use a method without using it? That's how. TGIF played out to the T. TGIF played out to the T. Right? Everything was meant TGIF, but we were short for the day. So we wait for TGIF setup to finish, right? I waited for TGIF setup to be finished, and then boom. You get a clean ass short, 20 to 30% retracement of the week. Clean ass short. So shout out to whoever's a part of those. Okay? Just gotta say that. Shout out to, if you were a part of these shorts, shout out to you. Okay? And you guys can see this same thing happen on Dow. Okay, if we're gonna to go over here, boom, gotta take out the whole week. I'm glad this is making sense. Right, we're gonna just show up for the whole weekly range. This time, that was the only one that took Monday's high, so it's not Monday's high. We're looking at FOMC's high to the current low that was created when this retracement started. This retracement on Dow started here. Okay, boom. We take out the low. We stay in retracement mode. Right, that was 9 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m. TGIF setup. There was news at 5:45. I mean at 9:45. So that's why we had some like later reactions. But here's the long. Comes down. Okay, and then after we go where? 20 to 30%. What's that 20 to 30%? There's some candles up there. Previous area of distribution, 4 hour imbalance. Let's see. Where do we get to 20%? Nope. Dow does not. Oh, wait, actually. Sorry. Did we get to 20%? No, it didn't. Okay. Dow fails to give the TGIF setup. But ends up short, which was the original bias for the day. Right? We come very, very close to that 20%. But nevertheless, we don't end up taking it. So Dow shorts. And the reason I'm really happy that I wasn't a part of any of this is because look at all the liquidity that it built up. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Whoever was a part of this, I mean, I hope that you found profitability. That's all I can say. TGIF doesn't play out on Dow, takes out the first high, which was Asian highs. Not Asian highs. Asian high got taken out. This is like pre-London. And ends up falling. Right? Shorts end up playing out. Bearish order flow couldn't be beat. Okay. NASDAQ was the final one. NASDAQ was one that I actually was fucking fighting myself not to take. From Monday's high to Friday's retracement, started that retracement, and you guys can kind of already see it. I should have clocked it out. Okay, boom, 20 to 30%. You guys can see it right here. We have previous area of distribution. Okay, TGIF is taking place. 10 a.m. comes in, sweeps all of this internal liquidity. 4-hour imbalance. I mean, it's just fucking beautiful. Look at that. 4-hour imbalance to the right. Boom. Look at the way we come for that intraday liquidity, bro. Previous 4-hour low, we come into that, is also an imbalance. Double confirmation. Longs. Longs into what? 20 to 30%. If you want to go 30%, that's you, but I would only go 20%. I would only shoot for 20%. What happens as soon as we hit 30%? Shorts. The shorts that we were anticipating all day end up playing out beautifully. Okay. Beautifully. So, if you were a part of the shorts, beautiful. If you were a part of the longs, wonderful. No matter how you played it, look at these blue boxes, how they're being respected. Look at these levels, how we can, man, just follow price from one point to another. From one point to another, to this order block, right? To this blue shaded box, from this blue shaded box to that blue shaded box, from 20% from, you know, this entire range back to 20-30%, from 30% back to the 100% of the range. I'm telling you guys, it's just order flow. And the more you read price action, the more you train your eyes to just look at price action, study price action. I know that there's a bunch of different models. I know that there's a bunch of information out there. I know, trust me, guys. And I know you guys want the one thing that's going to work for you, but I promise you, it's like all of these things put together. And it's like you're writing music. Like, you got to find the things that make sense and take everything that you don't like out. It's like, I know if I got any music audio editors or video editors, it's the exact same thing, bro. It's like you're editing your trading plan, and you're finding what works for you, what doesn't. You're including everything that does, you're removing anything that does not over the period of 30 plus trades, and you stick to it and you follow it through, and you just follow price action every single day and journal day after day, day after day, until it becomes clear, until things become clear enough. And then maybe one day you won't need a journal anymore. That's cool. Maybe you're not journaling now and you don't need to journal. That's cool. Everybody's journey is different. But what I want to tell you guys is there's a lot of information out there in regards to trading. There's a lot of methods. Stick to one and follow it all the way through. Because that's how you become, only then is how you become a professional in your field. Because all of our edges were pretty dull at first, but it was a matter of sharpening your edge day after day, day after day, day after day. Now you have an edge sharp enough to slice through the market. Now you have an edge sharp enough to slice through any day, any down day, any down week. All right, you'll have an edge over the market. So, or over that given scenario. Okay. So guys, I know that there was a little bit of new information in today. I want to make sure that I keep this nice and short for you guys, so that way you guys can retain and it's easy to digest this information, especially for anybody watching the recording. But I don't have these levels saved up on my chart. I don't usually carry them unless it's Friday. That's the only times that I put them out. But if you want to see how we called out those shorts, Friday's recording as well, to give you an explanation, or today I believe I gave an even better explanation on everything. So guys, if you need anything, let me know. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. And Alexis, I'll hit you up with the link for our free 1 hour one-on-one. Okay. Again, for anybody who didn't win, don't worry, I'm sure you're gonna win one this week. Again, I'm doing a live stream every day this week until Wednesday. So probably Wednesday's the day that I end my 30-day challenge. Okay, Wednesday's the day that I end my 30-day challenge, and every day this week I'm gonna give out 1 or 2 1-hour one-on-ones with myself. Okay, and it's gonna be very simple. All you gotta do is make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and be tuning in to our live sessions. With that, guys, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much. Take care. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's call at 9 a.m. Okay? Take care, guys. Peace.